and welcome to another game of Adeptus Titanicus on the Bearfoot Miniatures channel. I'm joined by...
Phil.
And we're going to be playing Krytos versus...
Legio Astorum.
Yes, so basically, my Krytos want to edge out a win on this one. Because you won the last one.
No, I think you won.
Oh, I won the last one.
You did.
Oh, success already. I forgot.
I totally believe that.
All stress is off then for this game.
Yeah.
It's all the pressure is on you. I can just relax. But
the mind games have started already.
Exactly, because it's 50% mind game and 50% actual game. So we're going to be playing on a snow table today, where I'm going for a basically reclamation of some prisoners that are in the not prisoners, glorious Iron Warriors that are maybe your prisoners in the centre of the table.
Yep.
So I need to get them with my warlord, or not warlord, with one of that. I'm revealing the plan already.
With one of your titans.
With one of my titans that may or may not be the warlord. And yes, I need to get that either to my board edge, or I gain 15 victory points, which is like 25 for my board edge, 15 if I just hold them at the end of the game.
Right, yeah.
And then I have the walk tall objective, which is basically don't die. So I've got it sort of coincided with my plans as they stood anyway.
Yeah.
So it nicely
don't die
tied in.
is a good objective to have, because you're always trying to do that. So.
It worked out nicely. So what do you have, Phil?
So I've got push forwards as my primary objective, which means I get victory points for getting titans within progressively closer to your board edge. So I think I've got to get them within 24 to get any, and then the closer I get, the more victory.
So it really tied in well with what you're going to be telling us you've got.
Absolutely. And then as my and I've also got to I lose victory points if I've got any engines within 18 inches of my own forward edge at the end of the game. I think it's 18. So I can't just push forward with one. I've got to be moving my whole force up, which really suits what I've got.
I know what you got already.
So it's perfect. And then as a secondary, I've got, I think it's stand tall, which is where I've got to. A matter of honour.
Yes, mine stand tall.
Yeah. So I've picked two of my titans that then have to select two of yours to try and kill them, and if I succeed in that, I get victory points. And the way it's written, it's a bit complicated because one's an alpha and one's a beta. Basically, I think it's 9 if I do one secondary with one, like my alpha, and 6 if it's the beta.
Oh, right, okay, so there's even a structure to which way you've got to do.
Yeah, so I've got to remember all that while I'm trying to... But, you're getting points for killing stuff, I guess. That's good.
And mine's directly opposed to yours, don't die, versus...
Yeah.
Yours is a bit harder, killing specific ones with specific ones.
Yes. Yeah. So as I say, really as you said, really suits my force today.
Move
what
forward.
We've rolled up.
Yeah, I'll get into my force and we can see just how much mine would have suited your objective.
Absolutely. Yeah,
and yours might have suited mine.
Yes.
So I've got a Lupercal Light Maniple. I've got my Senior Princeps, who's got dual turbo laser on Warhound, obviously being Lupercal Light.
Yep.
I've got a Mars Plasma Blast Gun and Vulcan Mega Bolter Warhound, and a Lucius Plasma Blast Gun Vulcan Mega Bolter, because
Classic.
what other type
Indeed.
What other type exists? I've then got a Fortis Battle Maniple, which means I'll be able to share shields between the Titans.
Yeah.
In that, I've got a Reaver Titan with Melt Cannon, Gatling Blaster, Apocalypse Missile Launcher, which, as we were just saying before we started recording, that's sort of like the Vulcan Mega Bolter Plasma Blast Gun loadout of
It's
Reavers.
definitely very good, isn't it?
Yeah. I've got another Reaver Titan with Volcano, Laser Blaster, Apocalypse Missile Launcher. Mm-hmm. So up to now, fairly similar to what you faced last time.
Yes.
And I've got a Warlord Titan with dual Power Claw, and for some reason, Gatling Blasters that I put on top.
Points well spent.
Yeah,
for that Titan that's going to sit back and...
I could have put Earthshaker missiles on my others, but instead, no, I chose to put some guns on the top that I'd never fire.
He might fire them at a Warlord when he's in base contact.
I suppose so.
That could be quite good.
Yeah.
If he doesn't finish it with his fist, he can use the Gatlings, maybe.
I suppose so.
Then he's got the other fist, so... So actually...
Well, that's it. He gets to do the one... He gets to chin someone with the one bomb when he charges up.
Yeah.
And then he gets to do the 2 punches.
Yes.
and hope he doesn't punch them out of range on the first attack.
Of course, I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, but that's... or make them spin into himself and then...
Oh, he does collisions by spinning into themselves. Yeah, so that's my list. What have you got in yours, Phil?
So, as we were saying, I've got a list that's ideally suited to marching forward. So I've actually I've actually brought an Extergimus maniple. So I've got 3 warlords. I've got a warlord with a power fist, a Sunfury plasma annihilator and missiles. I've got a warlord with plasma annihilator, Gatling blaster and roof gatlings. And then I've got a warlord with 2 quake cannons and missiles.
Okay.
And they've all got tracking gyroscopes.
How else would you run a warlord nowadays?
Absolutely. And then I've got a support warhound, obviously not in the mana pool, with Vulcan Mega Bolter and Plasma Gas Gun. So,
the loadouts continue to surprise.
Don't they?
What I will say is I thought I was playing Krytos.
It's a Krytos type of list. Lots of
homage.
Yeah, heavy titans, quake cannons.
So with that, if you enjoy the game, don't forget to like, comment below what you liked, what you didn't like, what we could do better, and subscribe to the channel. All of that lets me know that you guys like Adeptus Titanicus content. So I will make more rather than just the boring 30k and other stuff that I put on this channel for no reason. If you really like it, there is a Patreon link below. And with that, we'll get into the game. So Phil finished playing first, so rolls a d10 for going first. A 1 and a 2. Now on this one, I don't think Phil's taken the Vox Blackout he was just explaining to me. But he might have done. I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Because it seems like the thing to do. Does it? Do I want to shoot first? I mean, you really punished me last game by crippling a Titan, I believe it was, second turn.
I think,
Just I missed the activation.
Yeah.
Scared of that. First turn, does it matter? Ooh. So I'm actually going to go first, just in case Phil goes on first fire with his Quake Cannon Warlord. Because he might just do, first fire with his Apocalypse Launchers and Gatling Blasters and the Quake Cannon.
I might.
He's nodding as if that was in fact the plan. So I'm going to go first, just so I get a turn of movement.
Yeah.
In this turn, I'm actually going to use all 3 Warhounds together as one squadron.
Got it, right.
Just so that I can activate that before...
And you have to declare that at the start of the turn.
At the start of the strategy phase, it is.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay.
I will go first. First strategy phase, is there anything you want to play in the first turn?
There is.
Okay. What do you want to play?
So I want to play Cursed Earth, which is a 1-point stratagem that makes every time any Titan has to take shield saves, you have to roll 1 extra dice.
Right, okay. Oh. That's going to be fairly relentlessly good in this. I've got nothing that I need to declare first turn. Mm-hmm. So with that, I'm going to get into orders. Or have you got any more?
No, that's the only one I want to play.
Yeah, I assumed. I'm going to go full stride with my Warlord. Surprising, I believe, absolutely no one.
I'm astonished at that.
I get a 10 and pass it really successfully.
I will try and put first fire on this Titan. So I should have said that's my Signores. I can't remember if I said that at the start, so I'm just on the standard Warlord.
Okay.
Fail.
Ooh. So no more orders for you. Oh, what's your Warlord Princess Signora's trait?
So he's a dominant strategist. So I think it's once per game you can choose to become first player at the start of a phase. So you can be going second, and then you say, right, combat phase, I want to go first.
Right,
or movement
okay.
phase, potentially.
Oh, that's very good, though. So I've got Godlike Contempt on both of my Signores, which is obviously my Warlord, and the dual turbo laser Warhound. Mm-hmm. I'm next going to issue full stride on my Warhound squadron. So they've got a 5 to start with, +2 for the command, the Signores, plus another 2 for the Warhounds in the squadron.
Yeah.
So it's basically failing on a 1.
It's a 2 up, yeah.
Yeah, they pass and get full stride.
Any other orders?
No other order, not 3 full fires.
Well, I
Oh, you failed, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I just wanted to hear you say it again. If I was that much of a knobhead. And that's all my orders for this turn. So, shall we get into the movement phase?
Let's do it.
So, I'm going to start by moving my warlord, and he's going to push his reactor.
Oof.
And
Surprise.
he's going to get... I know, it really is just surprise at every turn. Oh, that's completely the wrong dice. That one. So he's going to push his reactor for speed. Ah, he gets nothing. Mm-hmm. He loves it. He knows the plan already. And he's just going to move straight forwards. 6. And that's him. So that's over to you.
I think I activate my Warhound. I'm not going to push its reactor.
Okay.
So I can move it to 8. Take it to somewhere like there.
Okay. Next I'm going to do this Reaver, who is going to push for movement.
Uh-huh.
Oh!
Machine Spirit.
He passes.
That's just one heat.
I thought he was going to start getting belligerent again. And
Just standing there.
Yeah, just every time. Every single time that I did it last game. And he's going to go 7 inches to there and share shields. So what stratagem are you going to play?
Right, so yeah, I am going to play a stratagem. I'm going to play Earthshaker Mines. So this is one you play immediately after an enemy Titan finishes moving.
Yes.
So first I need to roll a d6.
Come on, a 1.
And nothing. No. So the stratagem goes off. So the first thing that happens is that the Reaver, which has just finished moving, suffers d3, sorry, strength 6 hits to its legs. So 2, strength 6s, which probably isn't.
And it ignores shields, doesn't it?
Does it say it ignores shields?
I think
yes, it does.
Yeah.
So a 10 and
a 12.
And a 12, yeah.
A 10 is nothing, and a 12 is direct, so it just does.
But that's not why I played it. It then gets moved d6 inches in a random direction.
Right, okay.
So...
yeah, just nearby. 1 inch.
So 1 inch.
And will get me.
So that'll cause... so basically I think it doesn't actually move, which is kind of, I was hoping to separate them.
So I wouldn't get to share my shields.
Exactly, but it does cause a collision on both Titans.
Okay. So do you want to roll for them?
Yeah, so it'll be d6 at scale. So it's d6 at scale on each. So it'll be strength 10 on the Reaver and strength 8 on the Warlord.
So on the Reaver first?
Yeah,
so
on the Reaver, d6. So
2 strength 10s.
To the random location. I suppose it's actually in the flank though here.
Yeah, for both of them.
Yeah, so it'll be effectively strength 11. So a 15 and a 16 to the body.
Okay. So 15 and a 16 is both critical. Oh, this is going to be a short game.
So 2.
So I've got basically.
So its shields have dropped.
Yeah, VSG burnout and reactor leak 1.
Good. That's good. That's good. And then I do d6
to the Warlord.
To the Warlord for 4, and these are strength 9 effectively.
Yes. So nothing.
That's nothing. And 11 won't be anything to a Warlord's leg.
No, you need 13. So there's
2 14s.
2 14s. So it doesn't actually do anything to me other than the 2 damage.
Right.
Fairly effective.
I mean, I obviously was hoping to separate them. Although I guess the collision's not
You
bad.
Can't complain about
I can't.
a VSG burnout.
No, true.
First turn from a stratagem. That's ridiculous.
That is churlish.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
I'll stop complaining. What are we saying about the trees? But I think a Warlord can actually step over these.
There'll be less scale
rises.
than, yeah.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to activate this...
Quake Cannon Warlord.
I think I will push for movement. 2 heat. Quake. 2 heat. 1, 2. And then
So you get boosted movement in these turns, don't you?
Only if I'd have to roll 2 reactor dice if I wanted to do that and take the worst. Right. So I'd have to have declared that, I think.
Right.
But I don't actually think he needs up to 8 inches, so I think he should be able to just end up something like that.
Okay. I'm going to push with my Warhound's reactor. So I'm going to push with my plasma gun Mars for speed and gets nothing. So my plasma gun Mars is on the far right.
So
and gets nothing, so I don't need to do anything. And he's going to move a healthy 12. And gets to here. Turns. Next, my turbo laser Warhound is going to push for speed for nothing. Oof. Oh, they love it today. Where was all this? Going to get 8 to there, and then, do you know what? Just stay there within the 8. Didn't need to push it at all. And next, my Warhound here is, do you know what? Just going to go 8. I'm not going to get greedy when I've had 2 nothings. I'm going to move up to there. And that's over to your activation. Got a nice big building to hide behind there. I just need to survive. The plan might be coming round 2. Just hide.
Yeah. I'll activate this warlord.
Yeah. The central Gatling laser wall.
Yeah.
Gatling
Who's
laser,
my
Gatling
Princeps
blaster.
Senores. I don't think I want to... I'm not desperate, despite my objective, to get massively close to
right.
To your...
Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
He's really friendly.
Sure. But obviously I do need to be moving up at least some amount. So I'm just going to move, I think, normally up to there.
4 inches.
Yeah.
Okay, so over to my Reaver. He's just going to stomp up. I've already measured it now, so guess I'll just have to stick with 6.
I think that is the way you're supposed to play it, isn't it? That you decide to push before you before you measure.
So I'll just go to here and hide behind some trees. Maybe not too effectively, but that's what I'm going to do. At least I cut down on the Quake cannon firing at me.
Yeah, definitely.
By hiding behind my own Warlord.
Yeah.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Right, and then I've obviously only got this guy left. I will push for movement.
Yeah.
For 2
double.
heat again.
I know you're not too worried about these, but it's...
I'm worried when I get 2 heat. So...
First turn, you'll be fine.
And again, he's... So actually, I'm going to sort of stomp up, something like that.
You don't get any cover from that train, you know. Fat Piercer provides no cover for a Warlord. You seem to be forming a trench line behind the train.
It's not a good place to be driving a train, I don't think. In front of a maniple of Warlords.
Into the repairs phase.
Yep.
Shall we just quickly get this done with?
Yes.
I'm going to start with my Reaver that really needs to do some repairing.
Yep.
Because I've got no shields. Reactor leak and void shield burnout. 5 of 4 and a 1. A 5 I can repair critical damage.
You can, yes.
So I'm going to repair my broken void shields.
And then you've got.
And then I've got a 4 to vent that 1 because I can't restart my shields.
No.
From nothing.
So I've got the Quake Cannon Warlord's got a bit of heat, so I'll roll 4 dice. That's obviously going to vent 1, and then I get to re-roll 2 for my Legio trait, so actually brings him back to the green.
Yeah. And you've got your other Warlord. I've got no other repairs to
Right,
make.
okay, fine. So my other Warlords, same situation, and again, same outcome.
So into the shooting phase. I'm going to shoot with the Reaver here that's unshielded.
Yep.
Because if I don't, I might not be able to shoot. So I'm going to fire into the Warhound.
Yep.
I'm going to fire with the Apocalypse Missile Launcher first. As is the only not stupid option. So I hit 4 times. Ooh, do you have a -1? So 4 hits.
Do I want to push? Oh, I think I might have Bastion shielding on that Warhound. I do. Right. Well, I'll use it.
So you use the free push
Yes.
from the Bastion
Yeah,
shield.
yeah. So 1 to reroll.
Oh.
Which
Oh.
misses. So
That is a good roll.
Good that I remembered that. I'm pretty sure the last time we played, I took it on several Titans and then forgot.
I did exactly the same. Yeah. I took it on both my Reavers and forgot on both my Reavers, which is actually why I didn't take them today. So I was like, I'll never remember them. So the Gatling Blaster will do the same.
Yeah.
It'll get an open shot, but misses 3 times anyway. So 3 hits.
I don't like pushing Warhound's reactors at all. I think I'll just take these. And I drop 2. So
last pip.
yeah.
But crucially, you don't suffer a melt cannon to the face.
Thankfully not, no.
So I'm going to centre the melt cannon right on the top of you.
Yep.
And I miss. So you miss, you scatter 10 D10, don't you?
You do.
And I go 1 inch.
So you're gonna
Still get the hole over you.
Yeah. 2 hits. So 2 4-ups.
And shields drop.
Shields drop.
Awesome.
So that was actually a pretty good.
It was successful round of shooting, I would say. Now wipe me off the board.
I'm not sure that's going to happen. I'm trying to see how well the Warhound can see, and actually, your Reaver has got quite a lot of cover there.
So you Warhound into my Warlord.
Yeah, so first I'll start with the Vulcans, which I will check whether they're in range, and they might.
20.
No, they are, yeah. So 6 shots.
Yeah, so hitting on 3s, because no real cover from there.
Yep.
And 6s will become 2 hits.
So just the 3 hits. But because of Cursed Earth, which we forgot just now, it's actually 4 saves.
Such a cheater, such a cheater. I'm going to call it now moral victory to me.
Yeah.
Do I push for 4 on a Warlord? Better to push earlier? I'm going to actually push. So I'm going to push my shields, and I take 1. So I'll re-roll 1s on these dice. Doesn't help me at all. I take a heat and 2 shields. I'm still in 3 because I'm a Warlord.
Yep.
But that wasn't what I was hoping for.
So I'm now going to fire the Plasma Blast Gun, and I'm just actually thinking that because I can centre it in such a way that it'll clip the Reaver as well, it could make sense to fire it on maximal. I've obviously got to put basically somewhere around there.
Yeah, so you like clipping it as much as possible.
Exactly. And then
so could I share my shields there?
yeah, I think you could. So you'd be taking the hits on the Warlord obviously on his own shields, and then I think you could share shields to
the Reaver.
Save the Reaver. Yeah, I think so. So on that basis, I'll just fire it normally.
Okay, I won't share shields then.
So it's -1 at long range. That's 1 hit and then 1 scatter.
Yeah.
D10, isn't it? So,
and he goes 5 inches. So it gets to 7, which is there.
So it's going to miss, isn't it?
Yeah. So you get 2 hits on the Warlord, 1 hit on the Reaver.
Yes.
Whichever you want me to do first, or you do first.
So I think you get to decide because it might.
I'll do on the Warlord first.
That might be wrong. I don't know.
I pass both because he's got 3 up still.
Yep.
And then you do against my Reaver.
So you're not sharing shields.
No. I said when you declared not to do maximal. Yeah, because as soon if you'd have, but obviously if you'd have said maximal, yeah, I'm sharing shields.
Yeah, of course. Right. So it's a random location, isn't it? Not just be a strength 8 hit. So to the leg, a 13. And is it already damaged in the leg?
Not enough. Oh, that's my Warlord. It's not enough to actually do extra damage.
Right. Yeah.
It's now on to the +1 track.
Right. And that's end of the activation.
Okay. So my Reaver here will fire into your Warlord that's about to step on Fat Piercer's like front carriage. The engine, that's what it's called. I'm going to start with...
The locomotive, I think.
The locomotive.
Technical.
Yeah, there we go. I'm going to go with the Apocalypse Launcher first.
Yep.
Come on, fat pit. Oh, no, that's not the one. I need an additional dice. That one. I only hit once.
Is it? Okay, right. Do you get +1?
Yeah. So I'm in close, so I don't get the +1.
And it's got lasers and...
It's got a laser and a turbo laser to fire.
I'm not going to push for 1, I don't think.
Okay.
Oh, well, there we go. It shows you...
that's because you said that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So I drop a shield. In fact, I roll 2 dice, because of course...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Love the other one, though. So my laser blaster is going to fire next. I've got 3 shots from the arm. And...
Oh, miss.
I hit nonce. I'm going to petulantly fire my volcano cannon. Yes, I was rewarded. No heat. So,
it's just
centered on you. I hit.
Yeah, so 3 saves.
Yeah.
So I will push for 3. For 2 heat. Excellent.
It's all coming up max. It's happening again.
Yeah. I'm sure this happened last time, and I dropped 1 shield.
It's the over-reliance on warlords, you know?
Yeah.
That's... So, over to your shooting. Because that's all of my shooting.
This Titan, my Signores, and I'm going to fire at your...
My Reaver?
Reaver, yeah.
Okay.
So, do you want to share shields?
No, because I think you're just going to drop the warlord shields if I do.
Yeah, probably. With the volume of fire, it seems like, doesn't it? Right. In which case, I will start with the Sun Fury. I will use the Extergimus trait, so I need to take a heat for that. Automatically. So that takes it to strength 10.
Yeah.
Do I then want to maximal fire?
Of course you do.
Of course I do. Right, so it's 4 shots. It's just going to be hitting 3s. 4 shots hitting on 3s.
4 ones.
So 1-1. So I do take a heat. Let's not forget that. This is the right one. Yep. And then
there's no cover from the trees.
I don't think so.
Cool.
No.
So 2 hits.
Yeah, no, I don't.
No, that's good. I'm asking just because you were on borderline.
So it was 2 hits.
Yes.
To a random location at strength 12.
Okay.
Oh, brilliant.
Yes. Now this is what happened last time.
It is exactly what happened last time.
So 1-2 is the melter, 3-4 the top hat. The melter goes.
So that is, of all the guns to be taken offline, that's not bad, but obviously that isn't what I was hoping for.
I imagine.
To say the least.
No.
So what's the damage position? He's got a critical in the body.
Yeah. So I've got a single critical in the body that's +1, and the legs are also +1.
Right. And how far is he down the track on the body?
On the body, 4 down.
Right.
Yeah, pretty far down.
Yeah.
The body's also easier to hurt naturally than the legs on a
Yeah.
Reaver for some reason. The body, no, don't put armour on that.
Right.
They won't need any armour there.
Right, I'm going to fire the macro Gatling.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the Hunter Shells to ignore targeting.
Yes.
I'd have to take 2 heat to use the Extergimus trait.
Okay.
Which would put him into the orange.
Okay.
Which I'm not going to do.
Right, okay.
I'm not sure there's going to be a huge amount of like long range shooting coming back at me here, but I still think being in the orange, I don't know, maybe it is the right thing to do, but I'm not doing it. So I'm going to be hitting on 3s.
Okay.
And so they all hit. Strength 7 + 1, so effectively strength 8.
Okay.
So
and you get to re-roll the ones.
I get to,
ordnance.
Yeah. So that's obviously nothing. So a 10.
And remember, it's +1 because where my damage is.
Yeah, so I'm already counting that.
Right.
Strength 7 + 1. So 2 strength, 2 10s.
Yep, gets me to the end.
An 11.
An 11 is just a direct, so pushes me 1 up the critical.
And then 2 14s.
2 14s is two doubles, so it pushes me off the end, and that's engine kill.
Good.
So,
right, so...
what happens on the catastrophic damage? 7.
Wildfire, is that?
It is. And I'm going to use my
boring.
1 point stratagem to point my wildfire directly at your warhound.
Spiteful.
It is. Boop.
But very sensible.
Yeah, I'm not having any more collisions happen there, because that was horrible.
Well, you could still have another collision.
I get to choose the direction of the fall with the stratagem.
That's very good. Very good.
So, from the macro Gatling, I'm going to roll to hit 6 times. And I get 2 hits because I'm BS 5 on a wildfire.
Yep.
So
I've
2 hits.
got no shields.
So it does a 10 and a 10 to the leg.
An 8 and an 8, is it not? It's strength 5, the arm one.
This one?
Yeah.
Is it strength 5?
Yeah. It's the warlord one.
Oh, it's strength 6,
7.
so it's 9.
Oh, sorry, strength 6. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a 9 and a 9 to the
that's actually nothing on a warhound's legs.
Oh, rubbish. And then the Apocalypse Launcher can do something if I get 6s.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to try and do. So I get 3 hit. Oh no, it's 1 hit.
1 hit, yeah.
And nothing. So that was a whole lot of nothing. And I'm going to fall into the building.
Makes sense.
And come off the table. That wasn't the greatest opening turn that I've ever had. And it's not over yet.
I've used my hunter shells though.
You have. I'm going to go full stride from my warhound.
Mm-hmm. So this is the whole squadron, isn't
Yes.
it? Yeah.
You see, I sort of want to get this warhound out of view of the Exterminus maniple.
Yeah.
I suppose you've already you could maybe hit it with your quakes. And
So the quakes possibly are in arc. It's different.
Yeah,
it's different
but I imagine you're going to fire them at my warlord.
Might be.
Surely. If you don't, I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the warlord first. And I'm going to push for speed. And get nothing again. He's really angry. So, my 6-inch move. Now I could go towards your claw lord, but what I actually want to do is try and chain through both your warhound and your quake cannon. So I'm going to get to here.
Ready for a potential charge next turn. If,
well, yeah, the fastest.
For example,
yeah,
if you'd taken a stratagem like warp displacement,
something like that. Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you see a combat traitor Titan, you're thinking it's probably going to displace.
Maybe.
But maybe not.
We'll see, won't we?
We will.
We live to be surprised.
Right. Well, in that case, you've got just the warhounds left.
Yes.
Yeah. Not often that I would say this, but I don't think the Lupercal Maniple is the sort of primary threat right now. Normally, I'd be thinking that was very much the thing to shoot first. See, it does have an impact. Facing up against the combat.
The combat warlord.
Yeah, for sure.
It's because of his really scary shield that he's got.
What is his shield situation?
Oh, nothing. It's right. He's got a 3-up still.
Right.
I mean the shield on his arm.
It's very nice.
It's a very dinky small shield. That surely does nothing in terms of combat protection. I think you'd just be able to see me.
Yeah, I think so.
If that's what we look at.
Yeah. I think that is right. From this one, I don't know, I'd say it's -1 from this one. The combination of the trees and the
pylon.
The enormous pylon.
The absolutely bloody humongous pylon.
Gravis
it's very
pylon.
grim dark. Yeah.
Gravis pylon, Alex. Start with this warlord, who's going to target that one and fire his missiles first.
Okay.
And 10, and these will be hitting on 4s for the.
Okay.
Definitely at short range too. So 2, 4, 5. So with Cursed Earth, that's 6.
I'm definitely going to push my shields for that. Come on, nothing. Oh, double.
Yes, that's what.
He starts paying me back. Yeah. So 6 shield saves.
Pass them all.
Oh, love it.
And then I'll fire the Sun Fury, which is just obviously not going to fire a maximal hit.
Yeah.
On.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you going to use your Exterminus trait?
So just 1.
Just 1.
But 2 saves.
2 saves. Now I sort of actually do want to push my shields again. No, I'm going to be going into the orange if I push them. So I'll just have to make 2 3-ups. I do.
Ouch.
Oh, it's all coming up, Combat Warlord. I'm going to name him Millhouse.
That's finished because his other weapons are claw.
So over to my Lupercal Maniple. Now, with only the Quake Cannon to be firing back, really, it actually benefits me to get closer to this still. So that's why I've sort of saved them to last. Hoping that was actually the move you were going to make. So I will, with no heat on any of my Warhounds yet. Do I need to push them, really? No, I do not.
How close do you have to get to that thing to pick it up? Is it an inch?
So, the Princeps Seniores is going to move... So, in a single straight line, it finishes off its 8 to here. Just down the line. My second Warhound gets to there. And the third will just get to there. And that will be straight lining to there.
Okay, so I've only got this
Quake Cannon Warlord, yeah.
Which
he's going to fire at the Warlord.
Yeah, probably. See, you've got good cover with that. Obviously, that's the one that's threatening for your mission.
Yes.
This is the one that's threatening for chaining through my entire battle group, and I can't really see that well anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's kind of got to be the obvious pick of firing at the Warlord and obviously starting off with the missiles. In case there was any doubt about that. So 10 shots and it'll just be hitting on 3s here.
Oh, a fair number of hits. 8.
So that's 8, so it'll be 9
I will
saves.
push my shields.
I'm sure you will.
Then I take a heat and go into the orange.
Yep.
9 saves. Ugh, and now I'm still on 3-up track. So I could do this. So 9 saves on 3-ups.
Looks pretty good.
Oh, I failed 1 on a 1, so I get a reroll. So the reroll. He takes a shield and goes into his 4-up.
So then
But that was an excellent.
It was very good.
I cannot complain about that one.
I'll fire the Quake Cannon, which I will centre. See, it's a big blast, isn't it? So I was thinking maybe I could catch the Warlord, but actually the Warhound, but I can't. So I'll just centre it on the Warlord, and it's going to be -1 for short range here. I'm pretty sure it is. I can't believe it's not. Oh, easily. Yeah. So hitting on 4s. So it
goes 3 inches, and you still hold.
It's not going to get
there, and gets to there, and still centres me.
Right. Okay. So 3 saves.
Yes. So 3. I'm just going to take them. 4-ups. You've done good today. Yes. So I survive on one shield.
That truly is upsetting. Right. So.
And the same place centred again.
Yeah. Oops. In the tray.
Misses
again. Here we go. 7 inches. I think that's going to completely miss, isn't it?
And gets
smashes the trees.
Yeah.
Well, it's frustrating. Not for you, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say not for me. And into the end phase.
I don't think there's anything to do, is there? There's no critical damage.
Nothing. So just into priority of turn 2.
Oof.
5
and 9.
Do you want to go first or second? So Phil, you said you're going to go first.
I did say I'm going to go first, so that means I need to decide
Stratagem
if
phase.
there's any stratagems that I want to play. I will play the long retreat, I think.
What does that do?
So that means I can move at full speed
Backwards.
outside of my front arc.
Right, okay. Not just backwards?
No, not just backwards, so sideways as well.
Right, okay. I am going to play Warlust in this turn. Surprising absolutely no one.
Yes. So that does that add 2 to your movement?
Add 2 to my boosted movement,
Boosted
yeah.
movement.
So,
Right. So you're getting potentially 10 inches of boosted movement?
8 for my Warlord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Plus 2 if I play the traitor once again.
Exactly. If.
If.
Do I want
yes,
to do
if.
any other strats?
So no more stratagems from either of us.
So orders.
Orders.
So I'm pretty confident I know what order's
What's
going to be
coming
taken there. You see, I can't even knock both of your all of your combat weapons out because you've got 2. So
Yeah, you can't
if I shot
target
you or
fire.
charged you exactly. Yeah.
I never thought of that one.
Yeah.
What a massive benefit to the combat Warlord, yeah. Actually.
Yeah, like my warhand could go on charge orders, charge you, knock out your fist
By ramming.
by using a smash attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously that won't work because you've got 2s. You know what? I actually think I'll try for a charge order here.
Oh, really? From there?
This one, yeah.
You're going to switcheroo that out on me in the shooting phase. That's
I
exactly
suppose
what you're going to
that's
do.
a possibility.
Yes.
Is that what I want to do? Yeah, I think it is.
So charge
So it
goes
passes.
off.
Yeah.
Surprising no one, I'm going to declare a charge on my wall.
Yes. Did see that coming. Fails. Is that a 1?
That is a 1.
Oof. That's big.
Ooh,
That
it
is big. Well, in that case, I guess I'd better do some first firing. I will first fire with. Oof, that is big. I'll first fire here, I think.
With your quake.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that passes as well.
My Warhound here can still issue orders.
Yeah. Oh, of course, because otherwise you'd be out of orders. Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Oh, I need to declare who's squadron in my squadron.
You do.
I do. So you've got 4 Titans. You're going first. I want to go last, so I only need 3 to be able to go last with my Warlord. Which means... So I'm going to squadron these 2, because even though I know the first fire order, I wouldn't have known that when I was working out activations. So we've got the 2 in the far, and then the Princeps and Yoras in a separate squadron.
So is he going on an order?
He's not, because I need to be able to both move and shoot to pick up that.
Oh, true. Yeah.
So,
And you couldn't full stride because
that would take up my... I suppose I could full stride, but then not use the stride.
you could, but there would be no benefit to doing that.
Yeah, there's no point.
Yeah. Right. Do I want any other orders? It's quite tempting to do some more shooting, but even though I'd like to pour more fire into the Warlord, that's undoubtedly going to do something horrible. I will not take any other orders.
Okay. So on to the movement phase.
Yeah, after a long deliberation, I'm actually going to start by first firing this Warlord. Unsurprisingly, I'm going to target that one and we're going to fire... Well, I mean, given that it's got shields.
Yeah. So we've got 1 shield left.
1 shield on...
On your Apocalypse launchers, yeah.
Yeah, quite a few misses.
So 4 hits.
4 hits, which, because of Cursed Earth, goes to 5 saves.
I'll just accept that I'm going to lose that shield, I think.
It does.
I do.
Yeah.
So that's over to my go.
Yep.
I'm going to activate my Reaver, who is going to stride up 8 by attempting to, or 9 by attempting to push. And I take 1. Stay in the green. And go 9 to here. And over to Phil. And that's basically just to delay you. Or not delay, but like to force you to make a decision before I have to.
Yes. Yeah. Right, so the voids are down there. Of course, you could repair them.
I could.
You certainly could repair them. Right, so I'm going to activate the Warhound.
Mm-hmm.
Reactor's health. He's got no shields. But I will, I think...
Push
for movement. Yeah, go on.
Yes, it goes 1 into the... Stays in the yellow. Now do you run right up to me?
It's very tempting, because I'm going first in the shooting phase. I'd certainly be trading the Warhound for that, I would say. And of course, you might possibly have a means of bypassing.
It's whether you force me to use it this turn or not.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I don't need to be desperately close to you because you've got your shields down. I mean, obviously you could raise them again. So I don't think want to get into base to base. I think I want to go somewhere like there.
Okay.
And then even if you warp this place, you're going to have to roll higher to get through me.
Yeah. Well, I could just warp into you and cause loads of hits.
Yeah, I can't remember what happens. Do we have a nasty way of finding that out?
I'll activate my dual Warhound squadron.
Yep.
Now, I'm doing that because although I sort of want to like get into the good arcs with them, we both know what's coming there anyway. And they're sort of going to be facing in the same direction no matter what. So, in the far corner, I will push my reactor for speed. And I get double and go straight into the orange now.
Excellent.
So that is the far right one.
So that's a Plasma Blast Gun.
Yes.
Mars one, yeah.
And they're both plasma, just one of them's the Lucius. Yeah. And the Lucius takes nothing. If only you could share reactor.
Yeah, so that would be very good.
So I'm going to go 9. Make 2 of my 3 turns. Go 3. And make a 45-degree turn.
Yep.
Now you've got a 2-inch range on your fist. You're going to be charging 6. You can only do that in your front arc.
You can turn before you charge.
I'm not even going to use my full 9. I'm going to go like there, turn, and walk backwards a bit. So that is over to you, Phil. Yeah, basically, so if you might happen to be turning into my Warhound there, at the back, I can still fire at you.
Activating the middle warlord, which is not on any orders, and I think, what's its reactor status? It is... Well, it's quite warm, so I don't think I don't think it's going to go a huge...
4-inch forward.
4 inches. So stomp forward. Try and keep as much as it can in its firing arc. See, I think I'm going to have to forget about those and keep it pointing this way. I'm actually going to shuffle it slightly like that.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm going to activate my Warhound here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to move to there. To there? Yeah, to there. So that I'm within an inch of the marker, but I've got my front facing as much as possible, basically. And then it's over to Phil's go before my final activation. So what does he do with the charging Warlord?
I think I can charge. I think it's just 2.
You think it's off the cards for this turn, really?
Well, I think you could make it. I think you could make it here, but it's at least 4 rolls of the reactor dice picking the worst. So 2 rolls of the reactor dice picking the worst each time.
Right. Yeah, and then also I think the turn back would be crippling as well.
Yeah. So you've actually I think that's a very good move because you forced me to, I could charge you, but then I'd be costing myself
like 2 turns, and I suppose be further away, and then you've got to get to this board edge.
Only with 1.
But you might still be in your board half.
Yeah.
For the
18
minus
inches, I think
victory
it is.
points?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
3 or 4 turns of moving. And of course, I've also got to try and stop you.
Yes.
So I'm going to activate here and move stomp over the train to there, and then face those.
Okay. So then it's my go.
Yep.
I'm going to warp shunt, surprising absolutely no one. And I'm going to warp shunt this way.
So I think you roll the dice first, and then you can choose.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
So I roll 2d6 first and then choose the direction. 9. Ooh. Ooh, it's all coming up Iron McIron face. And I'm going to have a look where that is. And then, so my warp shunt gets me to here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even need to use my boosted movement. I'm actually going to go. Bosh. 4 inches. Stay out of your close combat titans 2 inch. And just get as close as possible, really.
In my side or in my...
Yes, I'll move into your side. Thank you, Phil.
That's all right. I'm giving you tactical
Yeah.
advice here.
I will just point out I clearly need that tactical advice because I've forgotten my warlust.
Yeah.
So I could have had 2 inch extra on both of these titans, 2 inch extra here, and I didn't even need it for why I was activating it.
No, but you didn't know you were going to roll a 9.
No, that was a very good roll. And you moved forwards as well, which helped me out a little bit.
Yeah.
So over to the repair phase, of which I've got some heat on some titans. So my warlord is in orange.
Good.
What happens to his reactor?
much.
4. Power failure. Shields collapse.
So he's already got...
Yeah, that's okay, because I've already got collapsed shields.
So doesn't it then do damage to him?
Roll of an 8 or 9, D3, strength 9 hits to the body. Do you want to roll them?
So D3. So
2.
2, strength 9s. 2...
13 and 14.
So that's 2 directs, possibly? Or a direct and a devastation?
13 is a direct and a devastating. So it's in the +1.
And then you get to repair.
Yes. Should I just do all of my repairs?
Yeah.
It's not really
I don't think it's
automatic.
going to make any difference, is it?
No. It's not to mine at least. My Warhound, which is in the orange here.
So you get to repair the Warlord?
Oh, I'll just do all the damage.
Oh, I see.
then.
Sorry, yeah.
So, the Warhound takes 5 power failure, void shield collapse. Luckily, that's the one in the far corner that can't be targeted by anyone this turn.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
So then, my repair rolls. I've got my Warlord. Come on, Warlord. Ooh! 2 6s. I'm going to vent with the 4. I'm going to restart my shields. And get another shield back. Which is incredibly good for me. Thank you.
Yeah, very good.
Well done, Warlord. Do you want me to just do all of mine?
Yeah,
so
just
it's
do it
quicker.
all, yeah.
My Reaver does nothing.
He's got another dice. It's 3 dice.
Oh, my Reaver vents. That was his only thing he needed to do, actually. My Warhound here, that's in the far corner, that's just had a void shield collapse, restarts its shields on a 6. And my other 2 Warhounds don't need to do anything.
Right.
One of them doesn't even know it's got shields.
Thinking about what I was actually going to do. Right, so my Warhound, 2 dice.
Rerolling 1.
Rerolling 1. So a 5. Oh, all I can do with that is vent the heat.
Yeah.
This
Simples.
Warlord. Might as well reroll that. That doesn't make
It's
any
a 6
difference.
and 2 4s. So which Warlord's this?
Sorry, this one. So just
No,
because
the
it's-
on the table.
Oh, apologies. It's this one here.
Just put Signores.
Yeah, where the shields are not massively relevant. This Warlord here is actually...
So it's the Fist Warlord. Rerolls 2.
Rerolls 2. So
Oh,
4, 5 and a 6.
so I can get some shields back. He's in quite a precarious position at the moment, so that's
Yeah.
quite vital, really.
So, yeah, that's true. So I'm going to take at least 1. Well, I can only obviously vent with that.
Yeah,
and then
1 heat.
I'll put 2
Shields back to full
shields
there,
back.
critically.
And then the other warlord is fine.
Is dandy.
So that takes us to the combat phase where
Yeah, you go first.
I do go first, which is good. And the question is, do I activate this first, given that it's possibly going to get killed?
Yeah.
Or do I try and... I could activate here and shoot your warlord.
You could. You could.
But I don't think I can fire at him because he's in my side arc, so... About whether, if this shot at it, could it punt it out of range, but I think that's actually quite unlikely.
It's D3 and you'd be knocking me like this way.
Yeah, no. Right, so I'm going to activate this...
Signores.
Yeah, so are we saying we can't fire with the Sun Fury?
I don't think... So because I'm in your side, I don't think you'll get your 90 degree on me.
I don't know, because it's the same... The fire arc is from the base.
So, yes.
So on that basis, I think you... I don't know.
Yes.
I genuinely don't
let's
know.
just do it.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll definitely activate here.
Right, okay.
I'll fire with the Sun Fury
Yeah.
on Maximal and Extergimus, because I'm pretty sure he's going to die, so might as well.
Unless you just like slice off both my weapons, you know.
Well, that's possible, that's possible. So he takes 1 heat for the Extergimus, then he's firing on Maximal.
Yeah. And you're 5 up for your weapon skill.
Yes, hitting on 5s.
Yes.
That's 1 dice too many. So 2 hits.
Not bad.
So strength 10, 12 to the leg. So a 14 and a 17.
The 14 is direct. The 17 is critical. So it gets me on stabilizes damaged and onto the +2 track on the legs.
Right. Right, so next I'm going to do the smash attack, I think into your legs, because that's where you're most damaged, isn't it?
Yes.
So D3, so 2, hitting with my weapon skill of 5.
Yes.
Negative. So 1 hit.
Yeah, and you get +2 for your scale +1, so 11. You'd be 13 straight away. 13, 14, 15. Devastating. So I'm just at the end of my leg track.
Right, so next I'll fire the macro gatling into the legs. So let me just think about this. So it would be hitting on 5s.
So 6s.
6s, but then +1 for the bonus for short range on this weapon.
Okay. So 1 hit.
1 hit. I should have said I was extergimusing, but I didn't. So actually, I'm not sure that would have been a good idea. So re-rolls for ordnance. So
5.
it's strength 7 plus 3. So
3
strength
for the
10,
end.
so it's a 15.
So a 15 is devastating, so just pushes me to the next critical. So it only ever goes 1 at a time, doesn't it, on the critical?
Yeah, unless it's a crit.
Yeah, unless it's a crit.
Yeah. Right, and then I've got the roof guns.
Yeah.
So 2
Yeah, onto my legs.
So that's the same. It would be hitting on 5s, -1 for targeting, +1 for the range trait. So again, 5.
Ooh,
I think it's worth taking 2 heat here. Maybe that's wrong, but I'm going to take the 2 heat and fire it at... Somehow it fires the Gatling
the
guns
top of my legs.
At the top of your legs at a higher strength because of the mana pool. Anyway, it needs 5 to hit. So that's 1,
3.
2, 3. So this is... Because of the mana pool trait, it's coming in at strength 7 plus 3, so strength 10.
Right, +3 for my track.
Sorry, yeah, including that.
Oh, right, including that.
So
right.
5 base, +2 for the mana pool, +3 for the track.
Right, okay.
Strength 10.
So 3, and that finishes me off. Ooh.
Wow. So...
And, yeah.
D10.
D10. 4. So, I am laid low. So I just move D6 in a random direction and then fall. So do you want to randomise?
Yeah, sure.
6. So this way.
Yeah, so 6 would take you to like there, I think.
Yeah.
No, slightly further, back there. And then fall in a random direction.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll it?
You go.
Alright.
into the centre of your two warlords.
So that's clearly going to clip both of those, I think.
Yes.
2 inches, yeah, without doubt.
Right, so that will hit you d6 times my scale.
Yep.
Because it will move to there. Oh, and clip.
Yeah, straight
So
down.
into your senores.
Yep.
I get 6 hits. My scale is 10.
Yep.
So
10
to where?
6 strength, 10 hits to a random location.
You'll get a weapon now. Oh, to the leg.
So
it's got a 12, which is nothing.
Yep.
A 13.
Direct.
A 14.
Also direct.
2 15s.
2 devastating, so 1, 2, 1, 2.
And a 16.
Also a devastating, but that takes it to the end of the track and puts 1 crit on.
Okay. And then on your other warlord, I get 3 hits. And you get to the leg a 13, a 14 and a 15.
So a 13 is a direct, a 14 is a direct, and a 15 is a devastating. So that's sort of just over halfway down the track, plus
Okay.
1.
And then I explode. Pretty good for an explodes,
Yes.
but that was not how that was supposed to go.
Yeah, that wasn't what I expected to happen.
So I'm going to fire my Lucius into the warlord here.
Yep.
And I'm going to push for shield bane on both of my shots. So on the first shot does 1.
Yep.
And actually I can do these separately. So
Yeah.
because I've not got to nothing, I'm probably not going to push for shield bane on the second. So the first
3s,
one,
isn't it?
yeah, 3s, hits once.
So that's 2 save, but although I'm on a 3 up, it
Yes.
goes to 4 up for the shield bane. I don't think you can afford to push, so that's 2 fails.
And he's still in a 3.
On the last point of 3 ups, yeah.
I'm not going to push my reactor.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hit once. So 2 saves on a 3 up.
Oh, of course, yeah, Cursed Earth. Yeah. 1 fail. It's
So
a good
now
thing I
I'm at
didn't
4.
push, because that would have been pointless.
And it's over to you again.
It is. Now, yeah, I don't have all the targets I expected to have. I think there is actually a reasonable chance that this warlord could die after your squadron activation.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. So I better, because you're presumably going to be coordinated firing, and yeah, I reckon that the carapace guns will be too close, possibly, to fire there. So that Reaver's completely full health, isn't it?
Yes.
And what's the situation of this warhound?
He's just taking a bit of reactor damage.
But full shields.
Yeah. So
Right. Yes, I'm going to fire with the warlord into the Reaver.
Yes.
That's possibly not the best choice, but it's certainly going to be the most, like, he's going to get the most use out of his guns. 6, 8, 10, so obviously got a completely clear line of sight.
Yes.
So just hitting on 3s with these. And quite a few misses, but
6 hits.
6 hits, which means 7 saves.
So I'm going to push with my reactor. I take 1. So 7 saves on 3s. Re-rolling that 1. I take 1. And I'm still in the 3 up on my big boy.
And then 4 shots with the Sun Fury hitting on 3s also. 4 hits.
4. So that's 5 saves.
Yep.
Now, I could push and still be in yellow. I sort of want to find my volcano cannon this turn. But it's 5 saves, which could just strip my shields. So I'm actually going to push. Because I really don't want them shields to go down. So it's 1. I stay in the yellow.
Yeah.
And 5 saves. And I needn't have bothered. So I take 1.
And does that put him on his 4 up?
Yes, and that puts me into the 4 up track.
And that's him done.
Yeah. So I'm going to fire with my Reaver.
Mm-hmm.
Going to fire 5 Apocalypse missiles straight back at that Warlord. And I get 4 hits.
So 5 saves.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to roll these.
Oh, I
fail
one. I'm then going to fire my laser with 3 dice. I only hit with 1 though. So that's two saves.
Right, I'm not going to push. I should have done.
Takes one.
The shields collapse.
And then I'll fire my volcano cannon.
Just let me...
If I take any... I'm not going to fire the volcano cannon.
Really?
I'll go into the orange if I fire the volcano.
Against an unshielded warlord. I mean, I suppose you...
Well, I've already lost two... I've already lost a Reaver and a warlord.
And you got...
And I need something to survive this game.
True. And you've got those two.
Yeah. I can't win if I'm dead.
I suppose that's true.
Like it's... that old maxim. So you're
right, so it's over to me. What's the Reaver's situation? It's got shields.
4 up shields
and in the
yellow.
Or in the yellow.
Yes.
In which case I'll use the Warlord and I'll fire into the Reaver. And certainly the missiles are going to be at -1.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Quake. I mean, they'll be at least -1.
Yes. So 10 shots.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's not long range. It can't be 30 inches, though, actually. 10 shots hitting on 4. So 4 hits.
4 hits, so that goes to 5 saves.
Does.
You're going to make me move half anyway at some point. I've got 2 shields left. I can't chance the reactor.
No.
So I fail 3 and shields go down.
Right. So then I'll fire the Quake, and that one definitely is at -2.
Yeah.
Hopefully that one can even see. Oh, it can, but it's at -2. So I'll fire the first Quake. I guess, given my reactor's completely in the green, I'll fire this on. I'll boost it with the Extergimus, so it'll go to strength 11.
Yeah.
So it misses. Where does it go? I would have centred it on there.
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
face. 4 inches.
4 inches
Whether
off.
that'll still clip or not.
So you'll get 1 hit.
Right.
But you've got through the armour, obviously. Or through the shields. So I'm quaked.
You are, yes. So, 1 hit at strength 11 to a random location. So to the body, that is, isn't it? So 13.
13 is a devastating. So it gets 2 up the track.
And then you need to see what happens to you.
Yes,
So
1, 2, it moves left. 3, 4, it goes backwards. It goes backwards by D3.
So 4 inches, and it's in a line away from...
Is it not D3 rather than D6?
You're right. Yeah, sorry. 2 inches. Quite right. Yeah.
To here. Oop. And I collide with that building?
You do.
So it's...
D6 to a random location, so 4, 1 for the side, so strength 9.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's 4 strength 9 hits to a random location, so 11, 11, 15, 15 to the head.
So...
I think 11's nothing, is it, to a Reaver's head?
No, he's direct. 11, 11, 15, 15.
Yeah.
15 takes me to +2. 15 takes me past and onto the critical.
Do you need a... Where you got that?
No, I'm going. Takes me to there, which is horrendous.
And then I'll fire the other Quake, still at -2. How's my reactor? Reactor, this guy's okay, so I will fire it with the boosted strength.
Yes.
And hits. Actually, should check the range because it can't possibly be in short range, can it? No, it's not. Because it's -1 at short range. For the
right, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, 2 hits at a strength 11 to a random location.
To the head.
Okay.
So 11, 14 is devastating.
Well,
so
it's +3, isn't it?
Oh, +3, 14, 17. Critical destroys me.
Oof. Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
so what does it do on a D10? A 10. Proper meltdown. Catastrophic meltdown. Roll a D3 and add the number of holes on the plasma reactor status. Each unit within that is hit D6 times scale +1.
Ouch.
So do you want to roll the D3?
So D3, yep, 3. So it's 3 plus...
+3. It just hits my Lucius.
9 inches.
Yeah, okay. It just gets to here.
Right.
So it suffers bypassing voids, D6 hits, scale +1. So that is strength 9. 5 strength 9s bypassing voids.
So 11, 12, 12.
To the leg.
14 and 15 to the leg. Yeah.
So 11, 12, 12, 14 and 15 is critical.
So that's 2.
So 1, 2. So
ouch.
I'm stabilised as damaged, locomotor seized. Yeah, and then I fall. Oh no, I just melted down, haven't I?
Yeah.
So it's just my squadron in the corner.
Yeah.
I'm going to start off with the Warhound in the rear, because you've already got your shields down, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll start in the rear because I'll get the +2 from that one.
Yeah.
I'll start off with a maximally firing plasma blast gun.
I'm sure you will.
So I'll hit you on 4s.
Yeah, you're going to be at
3 with the -1 because I'm out of 8.
Yeah.
I hit once. Obviously centred on you.
Yes, of course.
And 6 inches off.
So
that way.
Is that right? So you're going to get...
Hold your senores.
I think that's going to be 2 hits on him, I'd say. So it's actually going to be 3 hits.
Yes. So do you want to do those first?
Yeah, let's do those before we forget, because we get excited, we'll damage...
I'm already excited, don't worry.
I'm sure you are.
I've actually got through your Titan shield, yes.
So 3, he's just dropped 1 shield.
Yes. So the 2 hits to a random location.
So you're coordinated firing, aren't you here? So you're actually on +2 for the...
So +2 for the arc, and +1 for the coordinated fire, yeah. Sadly, that +1 from the Lupercal maniple.
I mean, you're hitting at strength 13 here, so... So
the damage, a 15 and 16 to the leg. Oh, not 15 and 16.
It's 2 crits.
Oh, what is it?
It's 2 crits.
Yeah, 2 crits.
Yeah,
2 crits.
2 crits straight off. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and then I need...
Right. I will then fire the Vulcan Megabolter, and I'll aim for the leg.
Yeah.
So I'm hitting on 5s, and 6s will be 2 shots.
Yes. Yeah. Because you're out of short range, aren't you?
Yes. So I get 3 hits.
Yeah.
From a 5 and a 6.
So you're on
straight to the leg.
You're on +1.
+1, I get +3 total for my coordinated strike and rear.
You agree, yeah. So +4.
+4, so I'm strength 9.
Yep.
Because the actual bolter is strength... Oh, I'm strength 8, because the actual bolter is strength 4.
Yes. Correct. Yeah.
So a 6, so that's a 14. I get a 12 and a nothing.
A 12 and a 14, right. So a 12 is actually nothing on the legs. A really? 14 is a direct hit.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah. It takes you into the +2 though.
Right. Do you know, normally Vulcan Megabolters are like the murderers at the end. Yes,
definitely.
But it might be from the next Titan. So I'm going to do exactly the same from my Lucius here.
Yep.
Who is just about in arc.
Oh yeah,
I believe. But I think I just get the back half of your base.
Where's the front of your base? Here.
Yeah. Well, I split the shoulders really.
There's no doubt you're within arc.
Yeah, I am. So I'm going to fire with the plasma blast gun first. Miss twice and go up 2 heat.
Right. Well.
And has this one. So
you've got the.
Do those shots still go off?
Yeah. They scatter, yeah.
Christ. So, that's 2d10s. There. This is the right dice. 4 inches that away.
So the centre of the base is
nothing.
There. Nothing for that one.
And the second one hit
6 inches.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's going to be nothing.
So next I'm going to call shots from these Lupercal Maniples, real murderers.
Yeah.
So,
well, he'd still do it with the Megabolter.
Yeah. He's going to call shots to the leg again. So gets 2 hits.
Yep. So you're on +2 damage.
So my 2 dice.
Oh, there you go.
Oh!
There you go.
Yeah, well, I think this is because we just missed a classic moment, an absolutely classic moment off screen, where Phil said, "Well, you only need 2 directs." Well, I've only got 2 dice, Phil.
You've only got 2 directs.
Obviously, 2 sixes.
So that is. Oh, hold on. Oh, that was totally wrong. Sorry. So that actually just takes you to the end of the track. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me. Oh.
I was totally confused there.
And that is...
So it's at the end of its track and it's taken 2 crits.
Yes.
It's the net effect of all that.
But that is the end of my go.
Yes.
Yes. Right, so yeah, over to your Warhound.
So, the Warhound, I don't even know if it can see, to be honest.
You'll be able to see, it'll be -2 though.
Right.
I think because you're firing directly through the tree, aren't you?
Right, yeah, okay, fine.
So you'll definitely be able to see like my shoulders and stuff.
Right, alright. In that case, given that's the only viable target, it'll shoot over there. Has it still got shields?
It has.
So I'll start with the Mega Bolter.
The damage it's taken is from my own Reaver exploding.
Oh, of course, yeah. So 5s, but that's actually 4 hits.
4 hits from the double 6.
So 5 saves.
And I'll push Reactor.
Machine Spirit.
It does a 4, and I fail because the Princess on Yours doesn't actually help with that.
Yeah.
What does it do? 5. Predatory. Choose one of the Titan's weapons at random. Treat this as a result of belligerent attacks with the chosen weapon. Ballistic skill 4. So I'm going to choose my turbo laser since that's the only thing I've got.
Yeah. Where are you going to fire it?
At your Warhound.
Not at him and...
Oh, fine.
I mean, it's up to you, but...
Well, it's just my instinct to go against the attacker, but I'll do it against the Warlock.
Yeah, I think so.
So, ballistic skill 4, chosen to your leg.
Yeah, of course.
6 to hit. Strength 8.
+3.
+3.
11. 15.
15.
So it's a direct.
And pushes you off.
So a devastating. So
it does
1 crit.
So he's still alive.
Immobilised though.
Yes.
Which for a Titan with a power claw.
Don't talk to me about Titans with power claws. Don't talk to me about unfortunate events happening to Titans with power claws.
Yeah. And then you've got 5 saves.
Yes. So 5 saves.
You pass them all.
Oh yeah, I do.
And then I'll
finally my luck's beginning to change.
And then I will fire the plasma. Obviously not maximal.
Yes.
I will need
6s for the -2.
5s because it'll be in short range, won't it?
Yes.
So 3 goes to it's in short range.
I just worked off my ballistic skill 4 from Predatory.
So it's
2 misses.
Right, a D10 and a thank you.
That's
going to miss 4 inches.
You fry my...
Definitely.
Yes.
And 9 inches that way. And God knows what on earth that kind of shooting is.
However...
To hit yourself, possibly?
Yeah, I think he clips himself.
So that's 2 saves on his voids?
I think it's 1.
Oh, is it 1?
Yeah,
Well, no, 2 saves because of Cursed Earth.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hold on. He doesn't have voids, so it's just 2 hits.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, 1 hit.
And
1 hit.
You didn't maximal fire, did you?
No.
So...
No. So it's a strength 8 hit.
Do you want to roll for you?
You're on it.
So it does.
A 12 to the legs, so that's a direct. God knows how you hit there and there.
He's so shocked that a warlord has just teleported from in front of him.
Yeah, true.
And then there's been a big explosion from the back. A Reaver's exploded here.
Right.
And I think that's the end of turn 2.
I believe it is. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in the end phase that's immobilised.
I think I'm going to surrender there.
Okay.
Okay. And we'll join everyone in the outro. Okay, so that was what mission pack is this?
This is the match play mission. The missions from the match play.
The new match play.
New. I mean, it's
the newest content that they've got.
Exactly. Yeah. Not actually that new, but a few months old, I suppose.
Well, that was an Exterminus manifold.
It was.
It's very good, actually.
Yeah, I think obviously the damage output is just extremely high. So, in combination with Cursed Earth, forcing more shield saves, and then getting a bit lucky with the Earthshaker mines.
Well,
it sort of snowballs a bit.
Oh, the Earthshaker Mines was incredibly lucky. But you were saying you selected that specifically because of my maniple choice.
Yeah.
Which I think was a really good choice in the way that you explained it.
Yeah, just because you know that you can sort of punish someone for taking advantage of the maniple trait. Because they're moving into base-to-base contact if they want to share shields, which they probably do. You can then either force them apart or you can force a collision.
Yeah.
And either way, because it's Reavers and Warlords, you know the collision's potentially quite bad.
With that scale 11, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, you could also roll a weapon. One hit on a weapon. So it's swingy in that sense.
Yeah, but still, I think it was very effective. Like 50% of the time, you're going to knock them out of shield sharing when they've So I was really counting on that shield sharing to minimise damage in that turn.
And there's another stratagem that does something similar, but you play it. I think it's in the strategy phase. So that's not so good because
it's a bit too early to stop you moving in.
And I actually was looking into this because my other Legio is Legio Vulturum, and they can take extra shots when something moves outside its front arc.
Yeah.
So that's why I was sort of reading through all the stratagems, thinking, oh, this one can knock people backwards. Then I could shoot them. So that's sort of how I knew about it from a.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds a reasonable one. Yeah. The Extermingus maniple also excites me a bit more than like Myrmidon.
Definitely.
Like Myrmidon is a bit like I'm passing on a 3 anyway.
Exactly.
Whereas you can take that risk and get a bit more fire down them.
And I don't think it's that much of a risk. I mean, because you know what you're getting.
Yeah, I suppose.
So you're getting 1 heat for firing a 4-shot weapon with an extra 2 strength. I mean, it's a bit of a no-brainer.
Oh, but to do it,
yeah.
But you still got to roll the dice and you might get the 1. So it's that bit of gambling addict in me, you know?
Oh, right. Yeah, but like I think the Extermingus trait's better than Maximal Fire because it's more predictable.
Because it's not on every single dice. It's that one dice.
Correct. Yeah.
That either does it or doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. I don't know how often I'll take an Exterminus, because I think it leads to that kind of you either destroy someone or you lose
because of the lack of mobility that you've then got.
Yeah.
I suppose it could be. I suppose on more dense terrain boards.
Definitely.
Maybe with some higher buildings than I've got. I've only got them like mid-sized trees and a lot of low buildings.
Yeah, so a lot of cover, a lot of difficult terrain even to make him even slower, and you could then start flanking and once a warlord's got something behind it, it's obviously in trouble.
I suppose it would then prevent more fire arcs being open.
Yeah.
Do you know, across the board?
So you're having to think, if I put it here, I can only shoot stuff in this corridor without a lot of manoeuvring. Yeah.
But that being said, it was a funny game.
It was a funny game with some good chain reactions. Good from my
it was crazy, some of the chain reactions.
Yeah, and failed orders, which was pretty huge for you.
Yeah, the one on the charge order.
Massive, yeah.
Could have been the difference between ripping something's head off.
Easily, yeah.
And I think my choice of where to go, I decided to body block with the Warlord because I was pretty convinced it was going down because of that failed charge. But even then, maybe I should have just still gone for the Quake Cannon Warlord.
Yeah.
And kept it alive.
Probably because you'd probably have survived and been able to punch that one, and then you wouldn't have been hit back with anything else.
Yeah, and at least threatened in later turns.
Yeah, but it's easy to say afterwards, isn't it? Like, what people won't have seen how long it took me to think about what to do at the start of that turn.
But it's as we were saying at the time. I think the turn. It turned out to be the key turn.
It did,
but we didn't know that at the time.
We didn't, but it felt important.
Yeah,
I think you could see it was going to be important, couldn't you?
Yeah, from the very start of that turn, that was the make or break turn. I think was going to set the tone for the entire thing. But yeah, so hopefully everyone enjoyed it. Hopefully everyone enjoyed me getting bent over like that. Phil gets his revenge.
I do, yeah.
And I think we're definitely on for at least a third game then.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I can't let that go unanswered.
You can't, and maybe you should bring an
Exterminus. I've got to speed paint an Exterminus, have I?
Yes. Probably not one with 2 fists, I would say.
I can't not do it. I've made another Warlord for the Legio Mortis.
Oh, okay.
And that's got a fist.
Just one?
Just one, yeah. I thought it would be ridiculous to have 4 fists across 2 Warlords.
But yeah, definitely.
Awesome. So with that, we will get away because it's now 12 o'clock and hope to see you guys next time. So in a bit.